Hello, everyone, and welcome to another edition of Bleeding Crypto's 15-minute market update. Today is Thursday, July 18th, 6:55 a.m. local time. I hope you're having a good day, morning, or afternoon, depending on where you are in the world. Let me give you guys my disclaimer so I can protect myself legally. I am not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. I am wrong 99.9% of the time. So if you follow me and you use real money, you have a 99.9% of chance of losing it all. This is just for entertainment purposes only. Consider this game theory, fantasy paper trading. All right, guys. So let's take a look at where we left off. A couple of days ago, before I went on vacation, I'm on vacation now, by the way, so that's why I didn't have one yesterday. But today I want to give you guys just an update of what I'm looking for. I know the market is really excited, and rightfully so. We had a nice push up. We went and we reclaimed the bottom of this channel. We talked about that on the last show. However, we are hitting some resistance walls that are not going to be easy to break. But when we do break them, it's going to be a clear validation for the bulls and a clear target of where our next area is more likely is going to end up hitting. So let's talk about where we're at and what we've done. We had a great upthrust candle that we needed in order to cross the major wall that we had with the 50 EMA and the 100 EMA on the daily time frame. And we back tested. You guys hopefully by now can see why I stress back testing of areas so much. My system that I use, that I teach, relies a majority of it on these back tests. Why? Because they work, because it happens more often than not. Look at any time frame anywhere. Just look left. Let me give an example. We broke through here. Look, we couldn't hold on to the 100 EMA. We break down. What do? We back tested, then we dump. And again, this is just one example of thousands. In any case, here's another one. We break up from the underside, beautiful upthrust, beautiful move from the bulls. We hit the 128 EMA, and we go right to both of them, back test them, and up we go again. Does that mean we're going higher? Not in my opinion. Okay, we could, and if we do, it'll be a clear invalidation to what I'm looking for. I am not looking for higher at the moment. I'm looking for lower, but not. Excuse me, guys. I had to sneeze, so I had to pause it real quick. I didn't want to sneeze in the microphone. All right. I lost my train of thought. I did. We hit the wall. We hit this wall. Hit 128 EMA on the daily time frame. Oh yes, I do believe we're going higher, but I believe we also have more downside. Well, let me tell you. To stay in theme with what I was saying about back testing, we broke through the 21 EMA on the daily time frame, and that one we have not back tested. That concerns me because I know how well the back tests play out. So here is the move that we've had. Here's a swing low. Here's a swing. This is not the swing low because from this swing low to this swing high, we retraced. From this swing low to this swing high, we retraced. So let me show you guys for those who are new or those who are trying to learn. Look. Here. And I look for candle body closes. Look at this. Boom. Perfect. Continuation rule. We hit the 0.50 and we bounce. Here, I'm going to assume the same thing. Why? Because I go by a system of checks and balances. If you check something, you validate it, you go to the next one. If you invalidate it, you go to the next one as well. So here, I have to start off with the continuation rule. The continuation rule here, swing high to swing low. This is the retracement. 382 lines up beautifully with here. However, I am looking for a touch of the 21 daily EMA and look at where the continuation rule, the 0.50 fib lands. exactly on there. That's the kind of things that I love to see because I rely also on confluence. When I make a case for something, I don't want to have just one data point showing me that we could go here. I want to see multiple data points from multiple sources, all agreeing that there's a zone that we should be respecting. Doesn't mean it's going to, but it has a good probability of hitting. This is one of them. What's another one? We're at the bottom of this channel. Very easily, we can come back and test this one more time. We did the back test. I'm not worried about the back test because we already did that. If you want to see what that looks like, go to the hourly time frame and you can see exactly why I rely on back test. There it is. Up thrust candle, right to it. 1, 2, 3, up we go. And to be fair, I didn't need 3 touches. But this overly confirmed that we were going to go higher. I didn't need 3. I just wanted 1, hold it, and we're either consolidate, and then we're going to go, and that's exactly, we did 1, 2, 3 confirmations, and boom, we went. All right, icing on the cake. Now, sorry, one too many. There we go. Now, as we have this major move, and we haven't even come down to 382, I have to stick to my rules. Yes, I'm excited. Yes, I'm bullish. Why? Because I'm a macro bull in a bull cycle. Oh, what a surprise. What a surprise. How come I'm not on board with the $40,000 calls, the $30,000 calls, the $20,000 calls? Because we're in a bull cycle. It's my prerogative. That's how I like to play the markets. I get bullish in a bullish cycle. I get bearish in a bearish market. I don't know. Call me crazy. In any case, here's where I'm looking at. Now, does it mean it has to come here? No. Does it mean it has to bounce here? Absolutely not. But these are points of interest that I'm looking for, that I have a strong conviction that they're going to get respected because of the prior behavior of what the market has shown me and what I look for as a trader. Now, if this gets invalidated and we close below here, we're opening up a new candle and we don't immediately recover, this invalidates and becomes a reload area. Now, this reload area here is 618, 0.706, and 0.86. Now, just like I did here, give me a case to come back into this area. What's the case to it? Okay, well, the case here is that, give me 1 second. I just scratching my eye. My glasses back on. The case here to the downside is we invalidated the continuation rule. So odds are we're going to come back into this area here. Now, what's in this area here that would validate a move here? All right. Well, we have the invalidation of here. We have the CME gap. Now, the CME gap is not something that I rely heavily on, but it's a point of interest. It's a marker that I see other people like Big Jonas that studies the CME gaps with, and they have a high success rate. Are they 100%? No, they're not. But they have a high enough success rate that I myself personally am going to pay attention to it because I'm an analyst and I pay attention to the data. So the data point fits the reload area. What else is over here that may bring the price to the downside? Well, you know what? Look at this upthrust candle on the 200 EMA. Look at it on the daily time frame. I don't know about you. I don't see a back test here. Do you see a back test? I don't. Well, it lines up with 0.786. If you guys follow Castillo Trading, really, really smart analyst, has a great system. We all view the market differently. We all find our niche. We all find what works for us. And he is incredibly accurate, incredibly smart NPOC trader. I call him an NPOC trader. I mean, he's not just an NPOC trader, but that's part of his big part of his system is the NPOCs. And no one who's been in the space for even a short amount of time could ignore how accurate Castillo is with his NPOCs. there's quite a few impacts to the downside here. There's one at 58,800, which is $5 lower than the CME gap. Isn't that crazy? Again, you are an analyst. You are, for lack of a better word, a detective. You're going to try to find clues, find reasons to find the bears guilty. Let's just, for lack of a better word, for lack of a better analogy. And now we're stacking up the case against the bears for coming back down here. We've got a CME gap. We got Castillo's NPOC. We've got a retracement only if and only we invalidate the continuation rule. Because guys, if we invalidate a point of interest that should bring us to go to the upside, you can't just close your eyes, dig your head in the sand and say, no, she's going to go up. That's not how it works. If you do that, you're not an analyst. You're not really a trader. All right. So if that gets invalidated, I'm going to look for the next point. What I'm not going to do is, if it gets invalidated, oh my God, we're going to 40,000. We're going to 44,000. We're going to 38,000. That's not what you can ever see from me. Because even if we invalidate this, I can show you 10 other points before I would even consider going into the $40,000 area. Because I work through checks and balances, validations and invalidations. And experience tells me, be careful here, be careful here, be careful here, be careful here. Every single one of these points, we're going to 40. Here, 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 we're going to 20. Yet we never broke $50,000. I'm sorry, I just have to laugh because the sheer stupidity that I see on Twitter, and I'm sure a lot of you guys listen to this are fucking pissed off because you guys were the ones calling for 40 and 44,000. So I think it's just sheer stupidity. Sheer stupidity. There's no other word I can even use that can describe it so perfectly. Stupidity. Does it mean it cannot happen? No. I call it stupidity because you have no business being in this space, first of all. And I hope you're not trading, because you're definitely not a fucking trader. Why? Why do I know this? Because for you to look at this and call $20,000, $40,000, then you have no clue of what support looks like. You have no concept of how the fucking market works. Because short of a black swan, you're not going to go from here straight down $20,000. That's not how the markets work. And I say short of a black swan because it could happen, like we saw back in the COVID crash when the entire world shut down and it caused Bitcoin to drop something like, 60% in a matter of a week, something like that. That's a black swan event. So short of that, in a normal environment, because we can't assume everything's going to have a black swan, we have to, as an analyst, as somebody who's has just the most minor intelligence, is going to say, well, let's slow down and let's see what areas of support. All right, we got this, we got this, we got this, we got this, we got. You see what I'm getting at? You don't go from here to $20,000, and that's why I say sheer stupidity. All right, so I'm getting close to my time. So for today, very, very easy validation and invalidation. I'm looking for here. That's it. Here. If we invalidate it, here. I'm not going any lower than that. You're not going to get that out of me. You have to prove it to me. The market has to prove it to me. If the market proves to me that it's that bearish, we will have another video tomorrow, and we will talk about, if we're down here, what the next step, what the next major support areas that need to be invalidated for me to go to a lower target. As of right now, I believe we're going higher. So I'm looking for here, and then a bounce to get above here. This here is where I'm looking for my next target. I'm not even looking for the all-time high. I take it one step at a time. So if we can clear here and bounce, it's going to be to reclaim this. And this is not going to be easy. Why? Look left. Resistance, support, 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 resistance. Look what it took to break it the last time. It took a major upthrust candle, and what did it do? Back test it. Always back. Why does BC always look for back test? Because it works. It's just that simple. So let's keep on going left. Resistance, resistance, resistance. Resistance, support, support. Look at this here. We hit here. We finally got above it, and what did it do? It tried to back test, and it failed, but the bear break was back tested, came back down, was able to pull through on this upthrust, and what did it do? Did it keep on going? Nope. First it back tested, it closed above it, then we went to the top of the range. When we lost it here, did we just go all the way down? We went and we back tested it here. Then we dropped some more. Then we came up and we hit that again. Do you see why this line is important, guys? Remember, I have two channels. The diagonal channel, we're not looking at this one. We're looking at the horizontal channel. All right, at the horizontal channel. So, but there is validity to the diagonal. And when we get there, we will talk about it. We will talk about it. And we're close to our target. Our target of the middle line of the horizontal channel is actually lining up with the diagonal channel. And just to give you some real quick before I sign off, let me erase the horizontal, and then you can understand why I have two lines, why I have two channels. Look at the validation. Look at the validation. How do you ignore that? I can't ignore that, but I'm an analyst. You can ignore it. You can call it silly. I don't really care. It doesn't affect me, but I use it for a reason. So we are converging on 2 points that are going to be a little difficult to go, which helps me as an analyst so that I can tell my trader side of me what to do next. That's why it's helpful for me. In a perfect world, I would love, once we resolve down here, well, we need to close the objectives down here, and we do get above here, I'm hoping to see an upthrust candle. A back test, I'm going to expect that because it's a 90% probability that it will back test. But if we can hold that back test and start getting above here, consolidate, get above here, I am now looking for here, which is prior all-time high. But you see all the steps? I'm not going, we break here, we're going straight here. No, that's silly. Look left. Look left. Everything you need to know, you have to look left. Here's one, I'm going to leave you with one other thing. Just one other thing. Look at this. Look at this. Watch this. This is the diagonal line now, okay? We broke with an upthrust candle. Look where we came down. All the way from here, just to back test the middle of that line. Just to back test. Look at here. When we broke up here, what did we do? We came right here. Look, just to back test it. When we broke through here, what did we do? We came down just to back test it. Look at this big upthrust candle. Came all the way down, bounced off the back test. Do you see how easy it is? It's not difficult. You just have to get out of your own way. Guys, if you want to learn how to view the market this way, if this resonates with you, try my Discord for 1 month. That's it. bleedingcrypto.com. $125 a month or $100 a month if you do the quarterly. And if you don't want to learn and you just want me to tell you based on how I view the market, BC, where do I buy? Just tell me where to buy and tell me where to sell. $25 a month. That's it. $25 a month gets it. Send me a DM. I will send you a link to the video that gives you the step-by-step instructions on how to sign up for my video. There's a lot of scammers out there, so I want you to be careful. I will never contact you to ask you how you're doing, how your trading is going. That's a scammer. When you get a DM and it says Bleeding Crypto and it says, hey, how's your trading going? That's a scammer. Be smarter than them. Don't fall for that shit. So you want to join me? You come search me through my pages. my page. So you go to my front page, or if you're viewing this video, on the link where on the post where you got this video from, you can leave me a comment below and say, hey, BC, can you send me that link? And I'll send it to you because you reached out to me. Or better yet, click on my name. It'll send you to my front page of my Twitter. There's a little box up on top, a little envelope. Click on that envelope. That'll send me a DM. This way you know you're contacting me. Look for the check mark. It'll send me right to it'll send you right to my DM, and I'll send you the link. I just want to make sure you get to the right place. All right, guys. You can also go to my free Telegram channel. The description of the link on that is also on my front page. On my free Telegram, if you scroll up, you will see a link to join my paid trade setup channel. All right, guys. Have a good day. I'll see you guys back here tomorrow, and we'll see where we landed tomorrow. Did we come back to the 21 and backtest, or did we invalidate that and come down into the reload fib area? Or did we invalidate this down move and continue going? I don't know. I'm not smart enough to know that. But we'll know together. I know I'm smart enough to know what to look for. And tomorrow, we will see where we ended up. Have a good one, guys.